So we got to do it within that block of time. So we're here for the good of Bexley. Roll call, please.
Ms. Feivel.
Here.
Mr. Klingler.
Here.
Ms. Lamke.
Here.
Mr. Martin.
Here.
Ms. Robinson.
Here.
Ms. Sod.
Here.
Mr. Sharp.
Here.
All right. Pledge, please. That's an
Can't
issue.
do that.
Not even on the 8th of July. Okay. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. So I gave a really quick reason why we've got it. I'm going to turn it over actually to our city attorney to maybe explain better if you'd like.
Yeah, sorry, this is my bad. I was very concerned about making sure this got done timely, but I was only thinking about the timeliness to get it done in time so we can get it to the Board of Elections. And I sent it to the Board of Elections, and again, because we did it timely, we have time to fix it. And the Board of Elections then explained to me that it has to be submitted it has to be passed by council 60, and then put on the next election if that next election is 60 to 120 days after the date it was passed by council. Otherwise, it needed to be a special election in October, which of course would be idiotic for many reasons, not the least of which is cost, and nobody intended for that. So I spoke with the Board of Elections. I spoke with an assistant prosecutor who used to be the law director in Upper Arlington, so she was very helpful and commiserated and was fantastic actually. And so we are here as a result of my mistake. I apologize to get this passed now that we are within 120 days of November 2nd, and I will be sending this all to the Board of Elections tomorrow, and I assume they'll approve it by next week. So that's the explanation.
And Mark was a little hard on himself. I mean, we do this every 10 years. How can we be so, how can we do this so perfectly?
I mean,
you know? So anyway, I think Mr. Harvey has a question.
We need to cancel the old one and pass a new one. That's correct.
Need to have a motion to rescind, which, and I provided Monique with some language that Robert's Rules governs, and a motion to rescind has to be passed by a 2/3 vote. And then we'll pass the new one. Tonight, I added a couple whereases just to explain how we got here. That's the only change from the last time.
And just to make clear for anyone listening or in attendance, this is only procedural.
Absolutely.
A procedural change, it's not a substantive change. We're not revisiting the substantive things that are gonna be on the ballot, right, Mark?
That is 100% correct.
And for council's knowledge, I did make sure that the chair, John Offenberg of the Charter Review, knew that this was happening. I told him that it was really procedural. He's coming just to make sure. And I think he feels better doing so. And he shared with the rest of Charter Review that it was happening.
And for the record, this is properly noticed, so everybody's ordinance, so
Yes.
people want to know that this
Yes.
purpose special.
It was properly noted on our webpage. It was, and media was, thanks to Mayor Kessler, notified about it.
And also, please, guys, don't let me leave without the two of you and the clerk, Mr. Harvey, signing the ordinance,
No.
so I can send it in tomorrow.
So
We need to post this too.
good catch.
We need to put this out here on our fourth board as we post all this.
This is not because we have people that don't know what they're doing. This is because we have people who are very careful about what they do.
Except for this one.
So thank you. We were careful. We were very careful.
Oh, thank you.
And I'm grateful. So I'm going to turn it over to Monique. I believe she has action on this.
Great, before I take action, are there any comments from anyone in attendance? No. Okay,
I have one. Thank you for coming in on your vacation.
you are most welcome.
Councilmember rests.
I do have a series of 3 motions. I move to rescind the ordinance approved at the June 8th, 2021 City Council meeting to place proposed charter amendments on the November 2021 ballot, which was ordinance 22-21.
I'll second that motion.
Thank you, Monique. Thank you, Richard. Any questions from council? Any Any questions from those in attendance? Mr. Harvey?
Ms. Lamke,
Yes.
Mr. Markham,
Yes.
Ms. Robinson,
Yes.
Ms. Sod,
Yes.
Mr. Sharp,
Yes.
Ms. Fibel,
Yes.
Mr. Klingler.
Yes.
Passed.
All right, I next move to suspend the 3 reading requirement for ordinance 32-21.
We have a first.
Has it been read? Do we have to? read it?
Actually, we have to read it first, you're right.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, that was,
Good call.
do you
Here,
have?
here.
Oh.
32:21.
I'm sorry.
Might have changed.
Oh. All right, so this is a first reading of ordinance 32-21, an ordinance to place proposed amendments to the Bexley City Charter for voter approval on the November 2021 ballot.
Right, thank you. Now,
Madam President,
yes.
may I make an amendment? No, I'm teasing.
Would you like us to say? Ms. Lamke, action on this?
All right, I now move to suspend the 3 reading requirement for ordinance 32-21.
We have a first.
Second that.
Thank you, Mr. Klingler. We have a second. Any questions from council on the suspension?
Just that was funny.
I'm thinking it wasn't. Any questions from
Oh, it
those
was.
in
It
attendance? Mr. Auditor?
Mr. Sharp,
Yes.
Ms. Sod,
Yes.
Ms. Robinson,
Yes.
Mr. Markham,
Yes.
Ms. Lamke,
Yes.
Mr. Klingler,
Yes.
Ms. Fibel.
Yes. Ms. Lamke?
I move to adopt ordinance 32-21.
There's a first.
Second.
There's a second. First from Ms. Lamke and a second from Troy Markham. Any questions from council? Comments? Any questions or comments from from those in attendance? All right.
Ms. Lamke,
Yes.
Mr. Klingler,
Yes.
Ms. Fibel,
Yes.
Mr. Sharp,
Yes.
Ms. Sod,
Yes.
Ms. Robinson,
Yes.
Mr. Markham.
Yes.
All right.
Passed.
Passes.
Thank
Is there-
you, folks.
Is there a motion to adjourn?
Motion we